Hi everyone, we're going to get started in just a minute. Don't be shy, come sit in the sun.
Oh, I can get my Snicker. Yeah, buy that thing, right? Wow, Kershaw, that's a big deal.
Hello everyone and welcome to beautiful Los Angeles, California for the 92nd Midsummer Classic. My name is Lauren Gardner, the host of Off Base on MLB Network. For those of you who don't know me, the Ginger on MLB Network, and it is an absolute honor to be here in this beautiful city to kick off the festivities for this week. Amazing to think that this is the 4th time that the Dodgers have hosted this event, the 2nd time at this historic venue. Our players arrived last night. They look fresh. They look ready to go for this event. And as per tradition, we're going to kick things off by introducing our managers, our starting pitchers for tomorrow night's game, and of course, we will announce the starting lineup. So let's start with the NL, and we shall introduce Brian Snicker of the World Series champion Atlanta Braves. Take it away.
Hi. First of all, this is a great honor to be here. I'm very excited. I'm very excited also to announce the gentleman to my right to start the game for the National League, Clayton Kershaw. It's a tough decision. I mean, there are very many guys in the National League, a number of guys that are having great years. I think because we are here in Los Angeles, home of the Dodgers, and I kind of, you toss this around and I'm thinking Clayton's name just kept coming to the forefront to start this game. I think his reputation, what he's meant to the game of baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers, I think it's just perfect that he start this game for us in the National League. All right, and my lineup will be leading off and playing right field will be Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Atlanta Braves. Hitting second and center field will be Mookie Betts of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Manny Machado hit third and play third base for the Padres. Paul Goldschmidt from the St. Louis Cardinals will hit fourth and play first base. Trey Turner of the Los Angeles Dodgers will hit fifth and play shortstop. Wilson Contreras of the Chicago Cubs will hit sixth and catch. William Contreras of the Atlanta Braves, Wilson's brother, will be the DH and hit seventh. Jock Peterson of the San Francisco Giants will play left field and hit eighth, and Jeff McNeil from the New York Mets will play second base and hit ninth.
You just announced Clayton Kershaw as your starting pitcher. Clayton, we were just chatting a little bit earlier. We heard your comments earlier a couple of weeks ago about how special it would be to start here in your 9th appearance in an All-Star game. How special is it for you to be starting in this game tomorrow night? Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to Snit and everybody that, well, really it's just Snit, so thanks for letting me start this thing.
And it's hard because obviously Sandy Alcantara, Tony Gonsolin, you could name a bunch, Max Fried, all these guys have better numbers than I do, and they should be starting this game, and I get that. But all that to say, I'm just so excited I get to do it here at Dodger Stadium. I really didn't think anything of it at the time. I was like, well, yeah, it'd be fun to do it or whatever, but now that it's finally here and I get to start that game tomorrow night, it means a lot. And it means a lot to my family, and we're excited. Charlie's excited, my kiddos are excited, so we're gonna have a good time tomorrow, and hopefully I don't screw it up too bad.
I don't think that's going to happen. Also, you will become the 13th pitcher to start in the All-Star Game in your home ballpark, the first since Mad Max did it in 2018. Now we turn things over to the AL. Dusty Baker, who is a two-time All-Star himself. Take it away, my friend.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Nice to be back in LA, you know, where I played and was born not far from here, and seeing so many people that I recognize. I'm just glad that I still recognize you after all these years. But it's an honor to be here. I remember the last All-Star Game here in 1980, and I was a little hurt because I wasn't chosen because we had about half the team that went to the All-Star Game. So it's come full circle for me, and I'm glad I'm here. I just want to announce my team starter tomorrow for the American League is Shane McClanahan. And you know, he's deserving. To tell you the truth, I've never seen him pitch. And we didn't play him at all this year, but everybody that I've talked to told me that he is nasty. And so, you know, he is my choice through talking to, you know, to others. And I'm excited to see him pitch, except when he's pitching against us in September. But the rest of my lineup, Shohei Ohtani is going to be our DH. He's going to start off DHing. Aaron Judge with the New York Yankees, he's second. Rafael Devers from Boston Red Sox, he's third. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from Toronto is fourth. Giancarlo Stanton from the New York Yankees is fifth. Byron Buxton from Minnesota is sixth. Tim Anderson from the Chicago White Sox is seventh. Andres Jimenez from Cleveland Indians is eighth, and Alejandro Kirk from Toronto is catching, and he's batting ninth.
It's a heck of a lineup, both sides. Okay, Shane, first and foremost, congratulations on getting the nod. You are now just the second pitcher in the history of the Rays to start in this Midsummer Classic, second to David Price, who did it in 2010 in Anaheim. Very coincidental. How are you feeling?
I'm honored. You know, there's so many deserving guys in the AL who've had a heck of a year so far, and to even be in consideration for this was truly just an honor for me, and I'm very excited to take the ball and, you know, have Dusty see me pitch for the first time. So
you learn something new every day at these events. We appreciate you sharing that information, Skip. All right, now we'd like to open it up to the media for questions. There is a microphone stationed there in the aisle. So, yeah. Yes, sir. I think we need you to go to the microphone over in the aisle.
What do you attribute your success so far?
Yeah, well, Shohei's pretty incredible. You know, I think, you know, I just try to pitch, let alone try to hit every once in a while. Back in the day, and what he's able to do is incredible. It's really great for the game of baseball. You know, I think having somebody like that to be able to excel at both of those the way he does is incredible. It's fun to watch too. As a fan of the game, it's really fun to watch. And I think there's a second part of your question that success of what now? I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I got him out. I guess I'll try to get him out again tomorrow. See what happens.
We're still working through some technical difficulties with the microphone. You there in the back, if you can speak really loud. Yeah, pink shirt, I believe.
What have you seen as the effect on hitters on facing really great pitchers coming out of the shadows?
Well, I mean, Clayton may not agree with me, but I think the pitcher has the advantage at 5 o'clock here because every World Series playoff game that I played for the Dodgers on the West Coast was played at 5 o'clock. And so it does help if you have, I think you have overcast. So if we have overcast tomorrow, then things kind of even out, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I agree, for sure.
Thanks, Clayton.
Yeah, the question was just asking about the 5 o'clock start and, of course, the impact the shadows will have on either performance, whether it's the hitter or the batter. More questions? Yes, sir, in the red.
Hey, Dusty, how are you?
Hey, there.
So, was there a consideration about starting Ohtani, and what went into the thinking behind starting?
The question was there consideration behind starting Ohtani, and what was behind your decision to start Shane?
Well, I mean, there was consideration, but from the information that we received from Ohtani's camp was that you know, he probably shouldn't or wouldn't start, and so then that's why we chose Shane.
More questions? Yes, Jim.
Well, it's not emotional yet. I know my son asked me, he said, "Dad, aren't you excited?" And I don't usually get excited or emotional until like right at the national anthem. But tomorrow, probably during batting practice, I'll get a little emotional. I'll probably walk out to left field where I used to play and just think about my past and think about my son playing in the Futures game here just the other day. So life's come full circle for me.
I think that question was pretty self-explanatory. More questions from the media? Yes, sir?
Hey, I just want to clarify on Ohtani. Did they tell you that he doesn't want to pitch, or thought they didn't want to start?
So he wants to clarify on Ohtani. Did they say that he doesn't want to pitch, or did he say he did not want to start?
They didn't say either. They just said they preferred that, you know, he doesn't pitch. What's that?
At all?
Well, I mean, I think this guy, you got to ask them some of these questions. Okay.
And he will be available shortly. Any more questions? All right. Well, oh, right here. Yes, sir. Thanks, Clayton. So real quick, the question was, how much have you wanted to start in this game throughout the course of your career, as I paraphrase?
You know, I think honestly, just in the All-Star games that I've been a part of in the past, just being a part of them has been so great. And I think because it's at Dodger Stadium, I think there was a little bit more of like a, man, I think it would be really cool to get to do and be a part of it. And just being around the guys in general is so fun in an All-Star game. So it's really about that more than anything. But this time for me specifically, to be here at home and things like that, it meant a lot more this time for sure.
Oh, it sounds like the microphone's working. Yes, sir. No, just kidding. It's not working. False alarm.
Shane, growing up, do you have any memories specifically of watching the All-Star Game on TV? And were you the type of kid who pictured yourself while watching on TV?
So the question is, did you grow up watching the All-Star Game on TV, and did you have any aspirations or dreams of being that starting pitcher on the mound in the Midsummer Classic?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think growing up, you know, I've always been a baseball lover and always had great respect for the game. And I would be lying to you if I told you I didn't ever envision myself being on that mound and, you know, competing against the best players in the world. And so, you know, for it to come true is a truly exciting opportunity for me.
Yes, sir, in the straw hat and the black shirt. And we do have the microphone working, but, you know, I'm happy to be the conduit.
Yeah, Dusty,
Yes.
do you feel you'll be cheered or booed tomorrow because of the Astros, and also the other Astros players? How will they be received by the Dodgers fans?
Well,
So the question is, do you think you'll be cheered or booed since you're the manager of the Astros, and how do you think the other Astros players will be received here by the Dodger faithful?
well, whether I'm cheered or booed, at this point in my life and my career, doesn't matter. And I've been cheered and booed all over the country. So just do what you got to do. And then if they boo my players, I would prefer that this beautiful town of LA don't and kind of forget the past, because most of the players that are here weren't even there during the scandal. And I just wonder about the forgiveness of mankind, and also at the same time, you know, these guys that are here because they want to be here. And so hopefully, I hope that they don't boo him because it doesn't do any good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jim?
This is for Clayton. Clayton, how cool is it to have not only you, but so many of your other guys and teammates in this All-Star team?
The question is for Clayton. How cool is it for you to not only be participating in this Midsummer Classic, but to have so many teammates in this game?
Yeah, it's just a testament to our first half. You know, we've had a great first half so far, and you know, we should have more. Honestly, you know, Will Smith should be here. Gavin Luck should be. You could go down the list of guys. I probably shouldn't even be here, honestly. So it's just like it's just amazing the group of players we have so far, and we're excited for the second half to get going.
All right, just a reminder, the microphone is working in the aisle if anyone has any further questions. Yes, sir, in the green shirt.
Dusty, how did you come to decide that Byron Buxton would be added to the starting lineup?
I believe the question was, how did you come to decide, Dusty, how Byron Buxton would be added to the starting lineup?
Well, it wasn't me, exactly. You know, it was a matter of Mike Trout still being hurt, and so Byron Buxton was the next choice after Mike Trout.
Simple enough. Any further questions? Yes, sir. Yes.
Question to Shane. Shane, you are the only race during the All-Star, but considering that right now you're wearing the team, is there anyone for your life?
Could you repeat the question one more time? I'm so sorry.
This is one only race during the All-Star, considering right now where a race ends. Do you think you guys should be more
Yeah, Shane has it.
Yeah, there was a, you know, I feel very honored, but, you know, I feel like there was a lot of very deserving players on our team who didn't maybe get selected. You know, Yanni Diaz, you know, guy's batting 300, I believe is second in the league in on-base percentage. Harold Ramirez, guy's batting like 330. Jason Adam, he's having a heck of a year. And, you know, I feel like those guys are very deserving, and, you know, I feel like they should be here, but, you know, obviously it didn't work out. But, you know, those guys are fantastic players, and I'm, you know, very lucky to call them my teammates.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the question is, you often speak about your relationship with your kids and how special that is. Can you talk on the timing of this event and the memories they'll have?
Yeah, just trying to hang on a little longer for them to be able to see it. You know, I think my daughter's 7 and my oldest son is 5, and then I got a 2-year-old and 7-month-old that probably won't remember this, but the 7 and 5-year-old, I think it's just fun to see it through their eyes. And, you know, hopefully I get them down here to watch the home run derby and just to kind of see it. I think they're starting to understand baseball a little bit more. And Charlie, my son, is here with Charlie Freeman a lot, and they're playing baseball together. So, man, it's just fun. As you get older, everything gets put into perspective a little bit more with this game and just how special it is. And definitely doesn't last forever. So I'm just trying to enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy it tomorrow, and I think they will too.
Yes, in the front row.
Yeah, Albert will be fun. You know, I just can't wait to get a hug. You know, it's the best hug in baseball. Him and Freddie are up there, so it's been great. He was such a great addition for us last year, and I've gotten to know him over the years through different things, and it's special. You get to share a clubhouse with him, probably his last time doing it, and it'll be great for all of us.
I love that. Tio Albert, the best hug in baseball. That should be on a t-shirt. Did you have a question, second row?
Hey, Larry.
So the question is, yeah, what's your impression been of the Mariners after winning 14 straight and 19 of 22?
Well, you know, I thought the Mariners had a good team from the very beginning. And I told everybody that then at the time. They finished extremely strong last year. And, you know, you have to beat them. You know, they're not going to beat themselves. And, you know, the thing about the Mariners is that they had probably the toughest travel in baseball in the first month or so, going back and forth across the country 4 or 5 times. And a lot of their games are at home where they're extremely tough. So, they, you know, they're going to be tough down the stretch.
Any more questions? Oh, yes. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? Okay, well, this is news
How
to
do
me.
you know all that?
Wow. So apparently, Dusty brought in a tailor to supply suits for his entire coaching staff. So yeah, give us the scoop.
I wanted my coaching staff to be clean. And, you know, most of them probably never made enough money to have a tailor-made suit. And so I made suits for them with matching slacks, whatever they wanted to pick. And no, I didn't do anything for the, you know, for the players, because, you know, I'm not making that kind of money. Well, I mean, you know, I was always raised in kind of in the church, and you know, he who waters gets watered himself, and so, you know, if you're generous to others, then you know the Lord and people tend to be generous to you.
Snit, any suits for your staff?
I'm not in the same pay grade.
Yeah, no pressure there.